Hello everybody, and this is One Villainous Scene, made by Nando the Movies, a YouTuber who has been a bunch of other YouTubers together to make a bunch of videos about different villainous scenes that they enjoy. So today, we are talking about the one villainous scene that I enjoy. We are talking about Anarchy from Beware the Batman.
In honor of 2021's James Gunn's The Suicide Squad, I've assembled the worst of the worst. By worst, I mean worst at being bad, because these guys are great, but the worst of the worst YouTubers, and given them all an assignment. Make a video about a bad guy who you find interesting. Maybe you love him, maybe you hate him, maybe you love to hate him. Whatever it is, this is One Villainous Scene.
Batman was a show that came out a long time ago, and then they canceled it because they didn't have enough budget, because not a lot of people were watching it. So that left a lot of plot holes. But someone that made those plot holes better was the villainous character Anarchy. I've talked about him once before, but I want to talk about a particular scene again. It's a scene where he's playing chess by himself, but acting as if Batman is playing the same game.
Bravo, Batman. Checkmate. Shall we play again?
In that scene, he says, "Checkmate. Shall we play again?" And as he sets them back up, you can kind of realize that this scene might have been made after the show had already been canceled. And you might think and realize that what they really wanted to do was make you watch it again. Now thankfully they are going to do a second season to this show. But that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about how, in this scene, it contrasts all the other scenes. You can see the characters that are taken down to the side. As you yourself have been watching the show, you notice that these are the same characters that sometimes changed sides, or weren't seeming like they worked for Anarchy, but they were. This is the main reason why I believe this show didn't need a Riddler or Joker, because it already had one that combined the both of them to create Anarchy. He is artistic in his way that he creates things, but he also knows exactly what plan he has hatched. He has planned every second and knows whatever will happen, because he is the game master. He is the one that controls what Batman does and doesn't do. He knows that Batman hates him for all the mischief that he's created, and that he doesn't realize that Anarchy has started the mischief from the very beginning. Every time that Batman defeats a villain, Anarchy has been controlling them from the start. And at the end, when we see this scene, we realize that Anarchy knows that Batman would want. But he knows that heroes don't always win twice. And that when he turns the clock back up, puts all the pieces back on, he might have another chance at beating the Batman. Again, this was part of the One Villainous Scene by Nando v Movies. There will be a playlist when you click the card, as well as the channel Nando v Movies will be up there as well. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed my One Villainous Scene as we talked about my favorite villain, Anarchy. If you want more evil stuff on this channel, you can obviously just watch it. My literal name is Villainmaster, so I thought this would be a perfect way to join a bunch of other evil creators. There are other ones, like the Red and Blue team, who talked about Dracula. Nando v Moose himself, like I said before, talked about Thanos. And NerdSync talked about Scooby-Doo. A bunch of other channels talked about anything that they wanted to about villains. Thank you, Nando v Moose, for making this, and please make another one of these things, and I'll try and make a video for it. Until then, have a villainous night.